I got to mention the haircut. It's like, and it's not just the Mexicans are doing it too, because shout out to Stockton, all them, they got the shag haircut with the little puff down here and everything. Yeah. When I had Chito Ranas on here, he has a super technical, elaborate version of this haircut. What is the origin of, they say, and for the people who can't see it, it's kind of like, it's you got some length on the top, but then there's like a shaved part, and then you go into like an elaborate tail type thing. Like, what is the origin of that? Has it always been around?
I've had my haircut like this for 25 years. I don't know. It shit don't even grow. It's been the same. I posted a video the other day when I was 17 and my tail was still just as long. But back then, a lot of homies wearing Mongolians. They used to be like a circle on top of the head. And in my little section, like if you was wearing a Mongolian, you'd get violated. Our little gang unit and probation officer, like you got a Mongolian, you violated. That was a little thing. So we thought we had a little loophole. We thought we were slick little kids. We're just gonna put a tail on the bottom of the head. It used to be called a bar tail. I used to run it across the whole back of my head and let that thing bang. And I don't know about the origin. I just been rocking it, and I seen it come back recently, which is kind of cool, because I've been rocking this hairstyle for a long time, bro. And I see a lot of youngsters rocking it now, you know what I mean? So
was there a time period where you felt like a lot of people were just confused by it in terms of younger kids? And now it's a little more.
I would say, yeah. I think people used to have like the little rat tails, I think, in the middle, but not all the way across the back like that. I don't, to be honest, I didn't pay attention to it that much. I know we get weird looks, people looking at like, what the f***'s on the back of your head, you know what I mean? And that's something that gives fuel to people out here, like, man, the fucking ponytail, this and that, but it's been our style, man. We just been rocking with it. And I feel like that's been my, if I lose that, that's my mojo gone, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I haven't looked into the whole style as a whole. It's just how we rock things, bro.
But do you view it as like a little bit of an indicator of you being proud of being from up north, because it's kind of more of a signature haircut?
Yeah, you could say that, because, and I never thought of it that way either, but you could obviously tell, you know what I mean? But then again, I don't know, you just mentioned some names from people down here have it, so maybe it's not so true no more.
Right. Okay. I saw something pretty up from my perspective, but I gotta mention it, is that I saw a photo of a rapper who made a shirt. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but it said on the shirt, "All my ops are dead," and one of the photos was of Woodie. Yeah. That to me struck me as like extremely disrespectful. How do you view that type of thing?
It's a new YouTube generation, you know what I mean? Like, now, if you were responsible for those deaths, I could see you making a statement. Hey, you know, I'm trying to look for clout off of it. It was what I'm seeing off of it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not someone that's in our direct line of fire, like if this is people that we're in arm's reach and we're right here in the same section, and maybe they are. I don't know. I don't even know who they are, to be honest with you. I just seen people saying that to me. To me, that's a new way of internet trolling. I'm used to that. People comment disrespectful stuff on our stuff. I've seen Photoshop stuff, so to me it's just a new way of doing it. Of course it's disrespectful. You know, I believe in bad energy attracts bad energy, you know, but I'm not gonna comment too much on that, you know. It was cute, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like a different version of disrespect that the younger generation has kind of cooked up, and it's sort of bizarre to see them like reaching back into like prior generations to deceased legends, you know?
I mean, it's a YouTube generation.
Right.
Let me show you what I'm doing so I can run it up. I'm sure it might have benefited them nice on some views and some controversy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Okay, I seen you doing the podcast thing and getting more into the overall media space. Where did the desire to do that come from?
It kind of goes back to where I would have these talks with my young homies. And rest in peace to my brother Lace, but he would call me Coach Tone. Here he goes on his shit, man, because I would try to, like, bro, come on, like, some homies don't have it instilled in them where they don't want to get no money, whatever. I'd always be speaking like that, so I started doing that on my social media. We always use the voice, whether it's through music, through content. And now that we started doing the podcast, me and my brother A-Wax right here, man, we started doing it. And we're trying, I think you mentioned this on your show with Rico. We don't have too many platforms up north that helps put our people on, you know what I'm saying? And just our people as a whole, anything up north. We have Thizzler, we have Shimo, we have very select few that do that. I'm like, why don't we just try to build this platform? You had to start somewhere, right?
Right.
How many subscribers did you, when you started, how many subscribers did you start with?
I mean, I already had something going on in the BMX world, so I had a little bit of a platform where I knew if I started fucking with these underground rappers that I would have some people watching. But I mean, my earliest interviews definitely had like 1,000 views,
Exactly.
a couple thousand views.
Yeah, we just launched it. We just started. I think we just barely launched our page. We just monetized like a week ago. We just barely started. You know what I mean? We've done a few, but as far as like really putting a podcast on the page, we just started. And same thing. We already have people paying attention. We already got somewhat of a thing going. Let's utilize this, build a platform. We have a lot of respect in our community with our people. Who's better to do it than us? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Besides the Game Podcast, tune in.
Yeah. So, yeah, who's the best guest from your perspective that you've had? And do you prefer to have conversations with people like outside of your usual circle, or do you enjoy doing the sort of like boss talk with somebody like Rico, who's, you know, doing stuff that you've done? You guys are both like part of the same lineage in a way.
Yeah. So we're trying to build with our foundation up front. I'm working with people that's comfortable, that I know off top. We have to build somewhere. That's our foundation. Let's build with the people we already work with. We know we're already well acquainted with these individuals, and just when me and Wax sit there and talk, me and him bounce game off each other so much that we kind of create our own. Sometimes we don't even need a guest, but it's like let's involve new people. So I can't even say a favorite. We only had, how many guests we have so far, Brody? Like 3, 4. Yeah, like shit. I've had we just GB. We just did an interview with GB. He's about to drop. My boy Track Money P about to drop. We did Rico. I'm drawing a fucking blank. I don't know why. Lazy. We did Lazy Boy was our first one. Rico and why am I drawing a fucking blank, bro? D. And D Cisneros. Yeah, my boy D Cisneros. Shout out my brother D.